Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pisces, we're getting into the Alki deck and then in the tarot. We're going to look at your energy. We're going to see what is it that you're struggling with. What greatness about yourself that you don't see. How can you turn your weakness into your strength at this time, Pisces? All right, let's see. The Pisces Collective. You are hesitating. You're not so sure. Might be worried about some confidence. Your confidence, you're hesitating here. All right. What are you struggling with? That almost sounds like something you could be struggling with in itself. Wisdom, clarity, and wit. All right. It's like, well, I don't know what's up there. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. This reminds me a little bit of a friend. Her daughter's a Pisces, and she's going back to school in a couple days. And there's something that she's worried about. But anyways, it's kind of like that because she doesn't know. There's something different. It kind of reminds me of that energy. I've been tapping into her a little bit here. She's a Pisces, just as you all are. And it is like, she's like, I don't know, not feeling too confident about this. I'm kind of feeling hesitant. Maybe I don't really want to go and do that. I don't want to see how it's going to work out. And you're struggling with because you don't know. It's like there's some sort of there's inexperience here. Like if you're struggling with the wisdom, it means you haven't likely had the experience to gain the knowledge to understand what that's going to be. So you're hesitant because you don't know. It's like the plain and simple. It's pretty easy. Like, I don't know. So what greatness about yourselves do you not see? Leadership, provocation. Oh, I love that. I see that in her too, because she's very smart. She's a smart young lady. I call her a young lady now. She's getting older. So yeah, the greatness within yourself that you do not see is your leadership ability here, your power to instigate, to make changes. But it's like you're hesitating. So by hesitating, you're actually debilitating yourself, because the greatness about you is being like a provocative leader, powerful leader. Larry's running around. Anyways, always need, even if he's not on camera, it's like, I need the attention. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How can you turn your weakness into your strength? Which is interesting. I was laying that. Avenge. Revenge, outcomes, and justice. So, avenge your life here. Avenge? Get revenge? I don't know. Pisces does not strike me as the revenge card. The Revengers. You don't. So let's see. Turn your weakness into your strength is to avenge your life. I really feel like you should be stepping up here. Don't worry. Just want to say, like, don't worry, Pisces, you got this. Ache is at the bottom. Doubt and ache. It's almost like not being sure is something that holds you back and prevents you from like feeling great. Being doubtful and hesitant is what might be causing some sort of sadness within yourself here. If you have sadness. Oh. So your energy is hesitate. Oh, that's the 9. Well, that's funny. I called it the 9. It was actually the 10. Well, that makes sense for Aquarius. Was the 10 not the... I'm like, no, that's the 9 of Swords, because there's one that. So you got the 9 of Swords. You're all in your head. You're all in your head, Pisces. You're thinking. You're thinking too much right now. That's your energy. You're thinking too much. You should just don't think. One of those, which is something that I just, I don't know how many times I was told, is you need to think before you do things, Cindy. This is one of those things where you shouldn't. You're thinking too much. You're thinking too much, and it's causing yourself to not feel confident in you. You just like do it. Just fucking do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. You ever like done something like, okay, here's a good example. This is taking me like way back. So my grandfather taught me to water. Both my grandfather and my dad taught me to water ski. And And at first, like whenever you're learning something, like, right, like, is it called, do the, okay, lean, okay, pull yourself up, lean back, get your back, all the things you have to do. I don't even know if I remember it today. Sometimes I wonder, could I do it still today? I don't think I go all the way around the lake. But anyways, but then I remember that, like, and it was all second nature at one point. It was just like, whoop, up and water skiing. And then I remember I had a friend come after my grandparents with me, and we were going to try to teach them how to water ski. Now, they were learning it at a much older age. I mean, I think I learned it at like the age 8 or 10 or something like that. So, it's harder as you get older. But suddenly I had to, like, I was in the water with them, and people were in the boat, and I was trying to, like, sort of coach them while they were in the water. And then I became overthinking. And like the next time I went, I didn't get up. And I never didn't get up. Like, once you kind of like do something all the time, you can do it. And it was like, because all of a sudden I started thinking, and I was like, I was holding, how am I holding? That's what that's like, right? Like, oh, should I have my skis in the water a little bit more? Oh, maybe they're up too high. Or like all of a sudden, like, that's your energy. Your energy is like, I don't know how to do that. What should I do? Should I have the skis in a little bit more? Or should I lean back? Do I bend my knees? What, did I always bend my knees? I can't remember what I used to do. Did I bend my knees? When did I start to pull myself water? Like, that's your energy. It's like you're hesitating and you're overthinking, and it's causing you to question might even be like just instinctive and reactive. You don't even need to think. You don't need to think. There's something you don't need to think about this. You should just do it. Like, that's how this is coming across. And it's interesting because you're just fucking awesome. It's almost like being the leader here. Just get in there and do it. Don't overthink about it. Don't, maybe too, like, this could even be, I could even be looking at, like, let's take it out of the kid energy. I don't know why I'm talking about myself as a kid and my friend's daughter, but even as an adult here, like, you could be someone who was, you could have been a manager in some way here, right? And you're going to a whole new job or career, and you're going to be managing a whole different group of people, and you're overthinking the whole thing. It's like, people are so much the same. People, like, we all have different personalities, but there are personality types that exist throughout people. Like, that's why we have things like the archetype deck, right? So because we all do have our own sort of, in our own unique way, each one of us occupies a type of archetypal energy. And if you're, like, let's say it's a situation like that because you have the leadership card, you're going to find the same archetypes that you found over there. Just find the same ones that you found. You're going to find them over here. Now, they might show up a little bit differently, and you might have seen a certain archetype repeated over and over and over again, maybe in men. And then you're going to come over, oh, you're going to see that archetype in a woman for the first time or something, right? Like, you're going to, I don't know, it's like, you shouldn't be overthinking yourself here. Why you're struggling? Am I smart enough to do this? Do I know enough? That could be it too. Maybe you've been given a position here where you are taking on more responsibility. Maybe somebody here got a promotion. Maybe you're going to, could also be, it doesn't have to be work. I haven't pulled out a work card yet, but I've only pulled out one tarot card. There's a possibility, like, maybe this is somebody who has always played soccer. Maybe you've always played soccer, or maybe you have, yeah, let's just stick it with soccer. And now you're going to coach, like, little league soccer. You're like, do I know enough? Like, I know how to play soccer, but how do I show someone? How do I teach someone to play? How do I teach a whole bunch of people to play soccer? You're struggling with, it's almost like, do I know enough? Yes. Oh, yes. And maybe it's not, that's the other thing. You know, you don't have to be a leader, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, and you don't have to know as much as, well, you probably wouldn't. Honestly, if you have a good group of people that you're leading in some way here, you are not necessarily going to know more than the group does. But what you are going to be able to do as a leader is you're going to be able to maybe get people to come together, get people to come together, work together, like as a team, like if it's a little soccer league or something like that. I don't know what it's about, but you're not sure that you know enough here. The King of Cups, you're struggling with. Maybe you don't know how somebody feels, or you don't know how others feel. Maybe you have your own feelings here and you're like, I don't know why I feel them. Or I don't know something about, do you know your deeper feelings? You're struggling with, do you know your, well, yeah, you are not, you're in the Nine of Swords. That's your energy. Maybe you're distrusting your feelings here, and you're getting all in because you're getting in your head. You're not trusting your feelings because you're getting in your head here. You're struggling with, there's a lot going on under the surface for you. You might be feeling very emotional. Thing I like about my Pisces, my Pisces friends, if they're feeling very emotional, well, my one friend, you'll see it, you'll know it. And then, but then I find like it removes my, well, not that I really have any shields around my own Pisces from my own, because there's a whole bunch of you out there, right? But I just find like when she is emotional, I feel comfortable because I feel like nothing's being hidden. But that's the funny thing here, because the King of Cups is hidden feelings. You're struggling with that. You know, this almost looks like you could be entering some sort of a situation here where you might have a lot of feelings about it. And you're trying, maybe you shouldn't, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not appropriate, or maybe you don't think it's advantageous to you to have a lot of feelings about a situation you could be going into. So you're getting more into your intellect here, but that's causing you to really doubt yourself. So what the greatness about yourself that you don't see is leadership, provocation, and power. The Tower. Holy crap. You like change everything. Wow. This is like the change the world needs. This is the change something needs. The greatness about, I mean, that's coming up as a greatness. You're the leader of destruction. You are the leader of destruction. And how can you turn your weakness into your strength? Revenge, outcomes, and justice. Change how, it's almost like, to me, it's almost kind of like change what the storyline has been. Change that for yourself. Change what the storyline has been. Damn. Strength. It's almost like to show great power. Like if I lean, it gives me both this instigate and hesitate energy. It's almost like if hesitation is the energy that you're in, could be forcing other people to step up here and lead. Right? It could be that. It could be you, like, if you don't know what the right path is, you've done whatever you can do. It's up to others here to get involved and do something. Because the Strength card, that is like, that's holding back, and that's not doing anything. How? There's a little bit of a, it's not going to be for everybody, but I want to say it's a little bit of that fake it until you make it energy. I know I've had the odd person not like that. And it's like, you have to use that at sometimes in life. And if you don't, you'll miss opportunities, because there's, nobody's going to, right? Like in this fake it until you make it is, I think it's described in one of the decks as a brain surgeon. At some point, you're going to have to do your first brain surgery. But you want to walk into that situation, like as educated as you are, and as many times as you've practiced on cadavers or whatever, you're going to go into a real life situation. And when you're talking to that patient, because you probably will in a surgery like that, you would have a one-on-one with a patient before they're like under, or maybe they're not even under. Maybe it's one of those surgeries where they have to be awake so that you can identify what area of the brain is being affected. You gotta have you wanna be confident. You want to be confident in that. So for some of you, this could, because you're struggling with, do you have the wisdom? Do you know enough here? That's what you're struggling with. Do you have enough? Do you know enough to trust yourself? And then I see that struggle come up with your energy here with the Nine of Swords. So you hesitate. You're like, I don't know. Overthinking it. You got to walk in like you've done it a million times. You got to do it like you've done it a million times, even if you've only done it once, even if you've never done it. But then I also feel like let's say that this has something to do with you stepping into a leadership role here. It's funny because it's looking like there are those who need to take maybe more control over themselves or more responsibility for themselves. And it is actually like holding back. Like that is the type of leadership here. It is to hold back and instigate leadership. That's the greatness about yourself. You instigate leadership. Even in your hesitation, right? In the hesitation energy, you instigate, you force others to do something. Force them to make a change. Right? Like that's like saying like, I've been trying to teach my son. I'm not really trying. It's not that hard. I've, over the last year, teach my son how to do his laundry. I swear to God, that child. Oh. He can do it. But right, like it's almost the more I participate in it, which is right, like not what you're being asked to do. The more I participate in it, the less responsibility he takes for it. So if it got to the point where, you know, I don't have to remind him, like, you need to take your clothes down. Today is laundry. You need to wash your clothes. And then he's like, I don't have any clothes to wear. They're all down in the dryer still. So like I've learned to make sure he does his last so that I'm not the one pulling his shit out or pulling shit out, right? All part of raising a teenager, I'm sure. But right, like the more, eventually he's going to run out of clean clothes. Like, will that be and that is like hesitating. And it's funny though, because it's like overthinking it though on your side. It's like, should I really do this? Yeah, you should. I don't know. There's maybe, even if this is someone that you're dealing with in terms of trying to help or support someone. Oh, come on. Yeah, no. Come on. I have to act, yes, I have to act like I'm not aware that he's there. But then I was on a roll with my words here and okay. Because you may not realize this, but in whatever situation you find yourself in, it's actually really beneficial to be hesitating and overthinking. It's like, should I not do anything? It's like just the example of my son with laundry. Because at some point, he might want to go to school or somewhere and be like, I don't have any clean clothes. That's a problem. I guess you're going to go out stinky, aren't you? Right? Because this is holding back. Like that's how you can turn your weakness into your strength. It is to know that for some reason here, for you to hesitate is a good thing. I don't know if you need to be in your head about it. Maybe that's not such a good thing. But you're going to instigate leadership. You're going to cause someone to become a leader. Okay, not laying on my cards. I love you. Bye-bye. All right. Okay. But by not doing it, you cause someone else to do maybe what they need to do. And whatever they need to do, this might be something that brings justice to your life. You can't do it. They need to do it. Whoever that is. Yeah. With the Five of Wands, at the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. Instigate. That feels like instigation. Like, there we go. It instigates something. Fight for it. Do it. Yeah, I'm really seeing this reading as where, you know, I want to say, like, even on the surface, I even looked at it as that, like, wow, this doesn't look like a very self-empowering sort of energy to be in. But it actually, somebody here might owe you something. And when I say owe you something, maybe they owe you them being more responsible. or they owe you, honestly, it could be any number of things, but you doing it, that's not going to help, whatever that doing is. And you're struggling with, well, you're struggling with the wisdom, the King of Cups. Maybe you're struggling with somebody's hidden feelings here. You're struggling with somebody's, it was 2020. That interesting when I said that. It was like bang on, right? Hindsight is 2020. 2020 is perfect vision. You're struggling with somebody's hidden feelings here. Like what these hidden feelings mean. Maybe somebody is not showing you their feelings, how they feel about something. The Devil. Wow, fuck. It's like, wow. How do you not feel shitty about this situation? If somebody is not showing any feelings in this situation, you're kind of like, what do I not know? Like, what do you got going on here? The 5 of Coins and the 8 of Coins. What are you doing? Oh, such a little instigator he is, that Larry. Oh my God, the Devil, the 5 of Coins, and the 8 of Coins. Geez, this also brings me kind of back to, you know, if you're starting a new job or you're going somewhere here, like the Devil could represent like some sort of a binding contract, right? A binding contract. Is it that? I want to know what the 9 is, because it really looks like you're struggling with even like your emotional intuition here. The 9 of Swords. The 9 of Coins. The 9 of Cups. The Queen of Cups. I don't know what the situation is exactly, but it really does look like there's something here that invokes a lot of a feeling. You have a lot of feeling about something. And this feeling may not be rational. Like, not to say that it's not real. When I say rational, like, it may not be the feelings that are appropriate to in a rational situation. Like, you know, I mean, if it's a negotiation or something like that, or I don't know. But it's kind of hard for me to say how Pisces feelings do not seem rational, because I think a lot of times their feelings are. Because this really does look like you're struggling with that. If you're not expressing yourself emotionally, it really does look like it plays on you intellectually. You may be hesitant here to share your feelings about something as well. Well, honestly, you are. You're hesitant to share your feelings about something because you don't know enough. Maybe you don't know enough about someone around you. Should you open up to this person? Maybe you shouldn't. Like, that's all going on here for you. Should you trust your feelings in this situation? Are your feelings really your guidance point? Like, these feel like questions, whether you're sort of exploring them consciously or subconsciously. How do you instigate this Tower moment? Like, wow. Your hesitation causes and the Lovers. Shit. Wow. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something here about hesitation that is good. Like, anything that you're struggling with here, no. This is good. This is working out for your benefit. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Wands. somebody else here needs to step the fuck up. And I think that's what's like going to happen. And you just hesitate all you want, Pisces, because somebody here needs to step the fuck up. How you can turn your weakness into your strength. Oh my gosh, even how am I just realizing the actual word strength is here in that spot? Weakness into strength. Sometimes I actually get really pulled into the artwork. Sometimes I miss the words. Your strength. Revenge. The 7 of Cups. You don't need to know what the fuck's going on. The 9 of Swords. No, the 10. That's the 10. No, that's the 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's the... Sorry, I just came back from vacation. You guys know the Roman numerals aren't my favorite. So 5, 6, 7... So no, I was right. That is the 9 of Swords. Because it's 1x is 9. Isn't that funny the way I said it? 1x. Maybe your x. Gives you the 9 of Swords. But that's the 8. Oh, you don't know. Did y'all see that? Did you all go, no, Cindy, that's the 8? Have you been yelling at me the whole time? That's the 8. That's what you're struggling with, what you don't know. Okay, the 9. You got the 7 of Cups. Your emotions are like, you're confused. You don't know how to choose based on your emotions because you don't know. There's something here that you're worried about. You're like, fuck, I don't know. Don't know. The 9 of Swords in your head. And the 6 of Swords, just let God take let God take the wheel here. There's something you don't need to do. You don't need to do anything. You got the Emperor at the bottom. Maybe you have. Like, maybe you've been doing a lot. It literally feels like it's time for somebody else to be doing something. I'm going to go do the extended for you. In the extended, we're going to ask Pisces, what is your inner soul asking of you right now? What's your greatest achievement yet to come? There are 2 options in the description below. If you would like to follow me to the extended, thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.